Hi, everybody, and welcome to class. Before you get started watching all the lecture videos, I just wanted to say a quick hello and give you some tips when you're watching. So one thing is, as you're going through the lecture videos, I do want you to work on your note-taking skills. So that's kind of a nice little extra skill that we're going to work on in class this semester. And when you notice the notes as you're going through the videos, I hope you notice that I really try to set them up in an organized way, that the writing is big enough for you to see. Nothing is too squish, and it's just nicely structured. So I do encourage you to follow that format. If you have another note-taking structure that you've used instead that you've been successful with, then that's fine. Obviously, you can use that. But if you're a person that struggles with note-taking or finds that you tend to get very messy or you can't read your notes afterwards, I do encourage you to basically just copy what I'm doing in the video, and hopefully it will start to become second nature. So just writing a little bit bigger, leaving lots of space, staying organized, and labeling everything. The other thing I encourage you to do is to add dates to your lecture notes. So you're going to see that I don't have dates in my videos, and that's because at home you're watching them whenever you can, right, within the week or the unit. So you want to add dates to your lecture notes, and it's just another way to help you stay organized. So that way, when you're doing your homework, when you're studying for exams, you're less likely to say, okay, when was this material supposed to be? You'll have everything dated and in order, which is going to be really helpful for you. Another thing I want to point out is, at least in the beginning, I think a lot of this information will probably be review for some of you. And if it is, and you're sort of feeling a little bit bored or that you know the material, I encourage you to go ahead and speed through some of the videos if you can. So you shouldn't do that, obviously, if you do need that review, right? That's what they're there for, particularly in the first week or two of the course. I think as we get further into the course, you're going to find that you do need that review or you haven't seen this material yet. But the first week out of all of them, I think you may find that there's some topics that you're really comfortable with or you're familiar with, and that's okay. So if you find, for instance, that you are really good with your sign number rules, then maybe that part of the video, you can kind of speed through a little bit faster or not focus on. But again, don't do that if you need the help, of course. It's just for students who, I don't want you to feel bored watching a longer video if you don't need it. So just something to keep in mind as you're going through, particularly in the beginning. But I do encourage you to at least click through the entire video, because you may look at the title and say, oh, I know exponents, I don't need to watch that. But perhaps there are additional examples in the video that you find more helpful. So again, I still encourage you to check all the videos out and at least go through them to the end, even if you kind of skip and see which parts are most relevant for you. Another thing I want to encourage you to do is, once you finish going through the videos and taking your notes, it's always good just to take a minute or two and go back through your notes one more time. Make sure you didn't miss anything important. Make sure you can read everything. Sometimes there may be additional notes that you want to add in. So maybe I didn't write something down in a video, but you may be saying to yourself, hey, I'm going to forget that step. Let me make an extra note for myself, or let me highlight that even more. So it only takes a minute or two, and it can be really helpful just to do that quick review at the end to make sure you haven't missed anything while it's all fresh in your mind. And again, overall, the biggest thing is just being really organized, writing large enough so you can see. If you need to pause the video throughout, feel free. That way you can kind of take a minute, fix your notes, get organized, do whatever you need to do. Of course, you can always rewatch the videos too. So if you find it helpful to go back and rewatch some videos, feel free to do that as many times as you need to as well. And I really hope you guys enjoy the class and learn a lot. If you have any questions, you should absolutely reach out to me throughout the semester. And again, I hope you enjoy it and know that I'm always here to help you if you have any questions on the subject, and also just on the course in general and the requirements of the course. So have a great day.